So, this is happening. Hi, I'm Blasphemous, this is Black Mesa, and, we might in fact be the baddies. Yeah, first contact with an alien civilization, and what do? We take them back, put them in test tubes, and then we decide what the effects would be if we electrocuted them. Spoilers, they die. Similar effects if we set them on fire. I mean, it's like, wow. Like, this is first contact. This is like existence of alien civilizations, and we just kind of haul them back and we just burn them. Like, this isn't even like unethical science. This is quack science. But, well, I guess you can say that the folks at Black Mesa have never really been great at forming experiments. Like, yeah, let's, like, grab some alien rocks and let's just shoot lasers at them and see what happens. And what are we doing here? We're firing alien bugs out of a cannon? Like, what is wrong with us? Yeah, like, this is very, like, the ethics here are very questionable. And not just because they're, evil, but because, well, there are all kinds of experiments you could conduct, but instead we're just taking various alien life forms and basically tormenting them for kicks and giggles. Oh, you might want to shield your eyes on this. Because, yeah. This thing, if you look away, it doesn't help. Looks like some sort of like a Tesla neutralizer or something. Oh, and yeah, we got all these fancy diagrams and research notes about all the various organisms we're going to be looking at here. The textures are a little bit hard to see unless you really zoom in on them, but yeah, like, there are pretty extensive notes here. And there was one more thing that I kind of missed here. Yeah, it's that guy again. Wonder what he thinks about all this. Anyways, well, there is one thing of note within these enclosures. Yep. I think that's pretty much our entire arsenal filled out once more. And hey, look, someone did a diagram on our friend the bull squid here, looks like. So we're actually going to be coming up here on yet another thing that we're going to have to do for an achievement. And you wouldn't believe what it is. Like, okay, we have to take a purple top hat with us to the end of the game. That's at least somewhat distinctive and something that you would notice at first glance, but there is one more thing. Another thing that if we take it to the end of the game, we'll get ourselves a different ending. But first, yeah. Them's our bullet holes. It looks like we're not going to be too far off from our friends over at the Heku. Guess that gives us something to look forward to. But yes, here in this break room is the object of another convoluted side quest. as soon as I get to it. It is a pizza box with a fully, intact pepperoni pizza within. This game has a bit of a thing for pizza. There's actually a bunch of, hidden messages if you no-clip through various levels called "The Pizza is a Lie." And I don't know what that means, other than that, yeah, as we'll see shortly, there is a certain character introduced who is somewhat obsessed with pizza. I don't know, it's one of those creator in-jokes things. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work, but it might just be that the pant legs of time must bifurcate.
Would be to find someone with scanner access who can open the front door. I'm pretty sure there's a few scientists hiding out somewhere in the labs. Maybe with the both of us looking, we can track them down and get them to let us out of here. Get on your game face, Doc.
Yeah, we actually want to keep this guy alive because there are a few extra scenes that we can see if we do. He's not too, hard to save, but... Oh, wait, what's this? Yeah, this is the doctor that I was referring to, the one who's pizza obsessed.
Hey, does this vest make me look fat?
I'm sorry. Yeah. If we dawdle around too much, then these folks just have all these different sort of idle lines. And they are all just complete nonsense. No need to worry about them too much. Oh, that was a bit of a long loading screen.
It's Latin.
Oh. Foreigners. What do you think these civvies were even doing down here?
Don't know. Don't care.
Find some cover, quick! And freaking tech.
You know, I was kind of wanting to hear what they were going to have to say, but... yeah, sure. Let's go loud. And actually, it's kind of surprising, despite only having a handgun, the security guard here can actually go toe-to-toe with these Marines in a surprisingly effective way. I guess he's just very good at landing headshots.
Let's mobilize.
We could, or we could take our time.
Sorry.
And that's if you miss the guard in the habitat cage there. It's nice that this game has a number of redundancies so that we can, never actually miss things that we might come across.
More buggers!
Do you see that? Double shot the thing while it was still flying through the air. I think these guys might be better shots than we are. Anyway, another experiment. Sort of an experiment. We're just kind of frying things again.
We should probably be doing something.
I I feel like there's some importance to that button, but I can't tell you what.
Just glad I got this old sight on. Bring it on! No hard feelings, right?
I mean, you are kind of making me look bad, but sure. I don't think he can entirely, handle everything by himself. You do have to be sort of babysitting him a little bit, but he's not as useless as you would suspect. Two minds with but a single thought. And that thought is grenades.
Run! Run!
Alright, I'll stay here. Roger that, let's run like hell.
Oh, you. Now, there's actually an observation chamber for this. We see these things in cryogenic stasis. We can... Oh, plug your ears. Yeah, we can release them from the control station, or when we set off those explosions, it springs them from their cryo chambers that way. Those are alien grunts, and we'll see more of them as time goes on, but suffice to say that we finally found a good use for our shotgun, aside from bull squids, of course. Anything that's a large, meaty target makes the shotgun immediately useful.
Power.
Are we lost?
We are not lost, we're sightseeing. So yes, cover your eyes again. If we had fired that off, it would have released the grunts from their cryo chambers ahead of time, and would have sicked them on those guards so that we wouldn't have had to fight them, but you know what? It all worked out in the end, right? Wait, I think we kind of went the wrong way on that one. It's very easy in all these sort of identical blue chambers to sort of get lost on where you're headed, or even where you are. I feel like there needs to be a little bit more of those, wall markings. Sort of like you have at the beginning of the game, showing where all the different departments are.
Let's see what's down here. Well, I'll be damned. I think we just found our scientists. Doesn't look like the front door is an option. I'll tell you what, I'll stick around here and keep an eye on them if you want to go find a way to bust them out of there.
Yeah, I'm not really going to take my chances with the, rotating, bot of blades. But before we head too far down this way, yeah, there is this small diversion here where we can recover our health and kind of get an eye on what our next objective is. Yeah, we have to find a way to get around there and drop on in. So, we get all these specimens from who knows where, and we've even, gathered enough to create an entire habitat, and then I guess we blow them up, we burn them, we gas them, and then... Oh wait, looks like I'm going the right way, but there's something I have to show off first, but yeah, after we do that, like, we just kind of throw them into, what was that? It looked kind of like an incinerator. Like, how long has this been going on? Like, how long have we been kind of butchering alien life? And, ooh, what is this? These are what you might call snarks. Because they're snarks. They're the last entry in our explosive weapons side of things because, well, you throw them like grenades. Yeah, what I'm trying to get here is to see their rather cute idle animations. There's one in particular where you kind of like have them go chugga 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 like a train, but I wasn't able to actually make that work in this video, so I don't know, maybe that's going to be something for another time. The way that snarks work is that they just home in on whatever they can find, which means that if there are no enemies to sick them on, then they'll immediately go for you. And, well, that can be a bit of a problem, as you might expect. Right here is actually a little bit of foreshadowing for something that'll come into play far down the line. There's a receptacle for a gas canister, and if we press the button, it releases a gas that appears to be highly effective against head crabs. And believe it or not, that is something that will actually come into play later on. Like way, way down the line. What do you think about that, little snark? I can't hate you, even if you're trying to kill me. There is actually a charger in there, so I assume there's some way to get the door open, but I'm not quite sure how. Maybe there's something to this that I don't quite get. Who can say? But yeah, once you get the gas started, then yeah, I guess they don't open the door for you. And you can't break the windows, so I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Let's move on. Only other thing of note at the end of this corridor, actually, is that there's this little cubbyhole with another charger, which we'll need. Like, there's actually a lot of combat ahead of us. So, getting back to this stairwell. Yep, that's the loading screen. Let's see how well these snarks work against larger enemies. I mean, the answer is actually going to be not very well. For basically anything, they can just destroy your snark buddies in one shot, so yeah. They're more intended to be a distraction mechanism more than anything. And if you don't throw them correctly, then yeah, as I said, they'll go for you. By the way, check out this tranquilizer gun. Like, all these guys that were just throwing off their feet with the force of this thing.
What is this thing? Some kind of weapon? Oh, man!
Put that down. It's a prototype.
Why aren't we using this thing?
It's much too unpredictable. Don't let it overcharge.
What do you mean overcharge?
That's what they mean by overcharge. Yeah, it's time to finally play around with slot number 4 for our weapons, also known as the heavy weapons. This guy in particular is either a fast-firing, like, medium strength charge, or, as shown there, you can hold down in order to do a significantly more powerful shot. I'll be showing that off right, I think, about now. But first I need to find some folks who I can use as willing test subjects. This is an interesting experiment here, but it needs more power, as we can see. Well, the other chambers here hold the key. As you can tell, this weapon is extremely strong, but it also consumes a lot of ammunition, and the type of ammunition that it uses is radioactive material, which is, as you know, not something you can just buy at any corner store. As a result, this weapon is, well, it's not something that we can really just use whenever we like. At least, not right now. The weapon is called the Gauss gun, I believe. I'm going to have to look that up later on in order to be sure, but, actually, let's just take a look at that right now. Yep, it's the Gauss gun. Okay. I am not crazy. Well then, looks like we got all the lasers active, so let's see what the heck we're doing this for. Well, when you activate 4 lasers, it powers up a big science laser, which obviously creates another bright flash, so, same drill as always. Eyes covered. Fortunately, for the sake of safety, there's a shield that lowers into place every time you activate the laser. And it's only connected to this plug. Oops. I hope that doesn't cause a deadly accident. Yeah, that's right. We went through all this just so we could create a hole in the wall. Science is fun. Messy. You kind of have to wonder, though, how many people know about the existence of aliens? It's one of those sorts of things where you couldn't really keep that quiet for too long.
Oh, thank God!
Get us out of here before those military drones figure out where we're hiding. We all have retinal scanner access. If you escort us to the lobby, we can finally get out of this damn lab. Yes, but you'll have to shut down the surgical unit first. That fool Peters switched it on, but I'm afraid he never made it back.
Well, as always, it looks like it's up to us. This is actually not as deadly as it appears. You just have to kind of sneak in while the saws are occupied. And voila!
Nice work, Doc.
Yes! Fantastic.
All right, folks, let's get the hell out of here. Damn, that was a close shave.
Oh, you didn't. You did that on purpose. Close shave.
Wait! Wait! What? What is it? Anyone else think this was a bit too easy? Something's not right. Gordon, you don't mind taking a look, do you? We'll stay here for a moment.
I mean, sure. After all, you've been depending on me for everything else so far, so why not? Yeah, this is the sort of infamous lobby fight. This was considerably more difficult in the original version of Black Mesa, where not only were the soldiers a lot more aggressive, but they did a heck of a lot more damage, and they could just generally outflank you and do just ridiculous outmaneuvering, all things considered. And bear in mind, I'm working at the lowest difficulty level. See how low my health gets by the end of this. Also, if you don't mind me saying, they've got a real problem with music loops, in that the music just kind of plays for a short while and then it cuts off, even while things are still happening. I kind of feel like they need to do more sort of like dynamic music cues where it loops a certain like part of the song until a certain trigger occurs. Like, that seems like it would make more sense.
The facility must be under complete military control.
You'll have to sneak and fight your way from one end to the other. I don't expect you'll meet many of our peers along the way.
If you somehow survive long enough to make it across the base, you'll find the labs where the rest of the science team has taken shelter.
I couldn't dare risk venturing out there, but I can inform those of us who remain in the Lambda complex that you are coming. Now, don't go running pell-mell into this bloody war zone. Even with that suit, the odds are stacked against you. If you simply stay out of sight and listen to me, you may just live to see the Lambda labs.
Well, partner, afraid this is where we part ways. I'm gonna hang back a bit and help out these two. You take
It's
care
been
of
good,
yourself,
buddy.
huh?
Alright, well, I guess it's just me and a completely defenseless scientist. Let's see how long this lasts.
Gordon, maybe if you...
Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting. I'll see you guys next time once I got this all sorted out.